Hello, I am back with the second part of my Minecraft tutorial. This time we're going to be actually doing some gameplay. So let's head into our world that we made last time. And that is a lot of sheep. We'll look at that a bit later. But first of all, this is what the world looks like. This is tall grass, regular grass. Beneath that's a dirt block. In my inventory here's a dirt block and some seeds that I got from breaking the tall grass. So, actually, before we really do anything, controls. Hit W to move forward, D to move to the right, A to move to the left, S to move backwards, space to jump, shift to sneak. Actually, it's specifically left shift. And if you're holding down shift and you walk off a block, you won't actually go down, so that's a nice trick. Probably one of the most important things you'll do, though, is go into your inventory. So if you hit the E key, you get this screen, which has a picture of you here, helmet slot, chest plate slot, like pants, and boots. So you can craft stuff in here, and it'll go out to there. This is your hotbar. You can keep stuff in there that you're going to want to be able to use. It corresponds to this area down here. So if I move the dirt out, it's no longer there, but if I put it there, I can then right click to place it down. Alright, so that's basically it with the inventory. The first thing you want to do in Minecraft is get some wood. So we'll just chop down this tree here. Okay, just let me turn down the sound a bit. Alright, so this was a fairly small tree, so I now have 5 logs here. If I take those logs and move them up into the crafting area, you can see they turn into wooden planks. You can click that, and then if you want to get more, you can click it again. But let's say, let me just grab another wood block for this. Actually, probably a couple more. Let's say this was 20 wood blocks instead of just 2. And I wanted to get all of those, but I didn't want to click 20 times. You can hold down shift and click on the planks, and all of the ones that you can craft with that many in the little crafting grid will go down into your inventory. So now that we have some wood, it's time to make a crafting table. So I'm going to take these planks and fill all 4 spaces in the crafting grid and make a crafting table. You can see I got the benchmarking achievement. So I'm just going to put this, I guess, right here, since we don't have a house yet. And actually, okay, good, I'm on peaceful, and render distance this far. That's what I want here. So now that I have my workbench, you can see that there's now a 9 by 9, or a 3 by 3, 9 total squares crafting grid here. If I want to make a chest, I fill every single square except the one in the middle. And then I can just grab this chest and put it down. And that's like another inventory. However, if I make 2 chests, and then I open one of those, if it's right next to each other, then you have 2 in 1. So I'm just going to put my seeds and my dirt in this chest. So if I ever die, and I come back here and I find my chest again, those will be right there. Alright, so it's not quite getting dark yet, but I should probably start building a house. So I'm going to gather a bit more wood and then craft it into planks. So now that I have this, I'm just going to craft those. I have 28, that's probably not quite enough. Alright, 48's a bit better. So I'm just going to move these down into my inventory. And I'll make a little hut over here. So that's 7. And that's 7. So this is a nice little 7x7 house. I'm actually going to leave a little hole here for a door. So I'll just make this a bit taller. And your character, if I press F5 I can show you this. Your character is 2 blocks high. So if you want to be able to stand in your house, the ceiling has to be at least on the 3rd block above the ground. I'm actually going to make this house a bit taller, just because that way you can jump in it. Actually, before it gets too late, I'm going to need some meat. Alright, so now I have a pork chop. And some experience also. Experience we'll get to probably quite a bit later in this tutorial. But the pork chop we'll need pretty soon. And I'll explain that when we get to it. So here are some saplings that fell down from the decaying leaves of the trees. If I plant one of those and come back a while later, it should have grown into a tree. So we'll leave that one there. I'm just gonna grab some more logs. Alright, so now that I have some more logs, I'm just gonna craft these into planks. If I really wanted to, I could count out exactly how many of these I'd need. But for the most part, as long as there are trees nearby, you don't really have to do that. Alright, that's not going to go there, so I can steal that and move it over to the wall. Alright, so I need 2, or no, I need 3 more right there, and then I need to build the roof. So this is going to need quite a bit of wood. Okay. This is probably not going to be enough, but I can at least try. Alright, I guess I'll go get some more wood since that was definitely not enough. Oh, and another thing, apples. Apples and saplings are the 2 things that fall from decaying leaves or from leaves that you break. You won't get an apple or a sapling every time, but they're common enough that it shouldn't be too difficult to get either one. However, the saplings are a lot more common. From a tree with a decent number of leaf blocks, you should be able to get at least 3 or 4 saplings and maybe 1 apple. So this should be enough to finish up my roof. Especially since I have a few stairs. Or I have some stairs just like waiting to be salvaged and turned into part of the roof. Alright, I'll need to get that corner from outside. But that finishes off the roof itself. And just on time, it is night now. So before it's completely dark, I'm going to move these things in. And then we'll go on a mad dash, which you may or may not actually have to do in your actual world, to get some coal. Alright, so I'm just going to put everything I have in here, except for the wood. So you can take 2 planks like this and craft them into 4 sticks. Put 2 sticks there, and 3 planks, or stone blocks, or iron ingots, or gold ingots, or diamonds across the top. We'll get to those things later. And craft a wooden pickaxe. For iron it would be iron pickaxe, stone would be stone pickaxe, etc., etc. And actually I should probably make a door for our house before I go down. So I'm just going to grab 2 logs here. And to make a door you need 6 planks. And you basically just make the shape of a door in the crafting grid. So now I have a door, and I will just plop it down right there. You can open it and close it by either right-clicking or left-clicking on it. So this looks like a good place for a mine, since it's relatively close to my exit. Let me just turn down the sound here a bit. Alright, so it's relatively close to the exit for my house, but I'm also not going to be falling into it directly if I walk out the door. So the first thing I'm going to need here is some stone. It usually comes about 4 blocks down, I think. Yeah, 4 blocks down. So I'm just going to grab some stone here. And you'll notice on the pickaxe there's a little green bar. That's how many uses it has left. Because pickaxes can break. Oh, well that's crazy. Some iron right there, right near my house. I'm going to grab some more stone and make a stone pickaxe. Although actually, I think I'll just focus on the matter at hand. We'll do iron a bit later. Probably in the next Minecraft day. So I'm going to craft these cobblestone that I got from breaking stone. Exactly the way you'd craft a chest with wood, but into a furnace, because it's stone that we're using. So I'm going to take this furnace, put it in the corner here, and we don't have any logs. So I'm just going to grab some logs. If this was not on peaceful mode right now, there would be quite a few monsters out here probably. Alright, for now we only need 1 or 2 coal. And actually this will get us charcoal, not actual coal. But I'm going to put 1 wood in the bottom, and this wood will be burned. Whoops. And I'm going to put 1 wood in the top. And that'll turn that wood into charcoal. And it'll also generate light while it does that. So I'm going to need a stick to craft a torch when we're done with this. Alright, so there's our charcoal. I'm just going to put a stick on the bottom and a charcoal right above it and get a torch. Or actually get 4 torches. So I'm just going to place these on the walls to keep it nice and bright in here. And actually I'll place one up here just to keep it a bit lighter outside. And actually, since we're in peaceful, I'll just go show you iron right now. I'll grab my wooden pickaxe. Go get some more stone to make a stone pick. Alright, only need 3 stones, so that's plenty. Alright, I'm going to need some more sticks. And I'm just going to craft exactly the way we crafted a wooden pickaxe, but with cobblestone instead of wood. So then you get a stone pickaxe. I'm just going to throw all this excess material and the wooden pickaxe into the chest. Kill this cow for no particular reason, although it will get me some meat that I can use later on. Alright, cool. I got 3 raw beef. So I'm just going to go down here and grab some iron. The stone pickaxe breaks everything faster than the wooden pickaxe, but wooden pickaxes actually cannot break iron at all. Well, they can break it, but you won't get an iron drop. So I have 2 iron ore there, which I'll go and smelt into iron ingots shortly. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we'll have enough to make a pickaxe. But at least we'll have a stash of iron and a way to show you how to smelt things. So actually what I did to get charcoal was basically what we're going to do for this. Let me just grab a bit more wood since we're going to need some more charcoal to do the actual smelting. Pretty soon we'll find some coal and stop wasting all the wood. So I'll make some more charcoal here. And actually I think I saw a cave. Yep, there's a cave over here. So I will just head in here and see if there's any. No, it's really tiny and there's no exposed charcoal. So while that is smelting, I will just grab some more wood, because unfortunately we haven't found any coal yet. Okay, so we have, oh, there's an apple there, yay, more food. Alright, I'm going to stick my findings in the chest. Grab this charcoal. Actually, I did not mean to take that out, I meant to take that out. So I'll put iron ore on the top, charcoal on the bottom. And in a moment, we'll have some iron ingots. Just going to do a bit of organization here. Okay, there we have 2 iron ingots, and you see I got the achievement called Acquire Hardware. Actually, let me just go and show you the achievements area. So you can see the first thing you get is taking inventory, which is when you press E and open your inventory. Attack a tree until a block of wood pops out. That's when we just chopped down a couple of trees. Benchmarking, we made a workbench. Wooden pick and stone pick. We made a furnace, got some iron ingots. And we can see there's diamonds on a rail and delicious fish that we can get. And we can also get time to strike. And we could also get time to farm. So we'll work on all of these in a moment. But we're not actually just going for the achievements. We're actually going to play the game. So I guess we'll just go mining for some coal. I'll take both of my picks, and I don't want to take my iron ingots. One thing that you should probably learn fairly early on is don't take all of your valuable things with you. In fact, don't take any of your valuable things with you. If it's not a tool or a torch that you're going to be using, don't bring it. So since this wooden pick is worth pretty much nothing, and you can see how fast it's breaking, I'm just going to use it to mine out some stone until it breaks. And there's some coal. Alright, this is taking a little bit too long for my liking, so I'm just going to mine out the coal with my stone pick. And as you can see, the stone pick's not even close to being broken, whereas the wooden pick is more than halfway there. Okay, there's more here, but I'm just going to grab these 2 blocks and head back home, because there's no possible way we're going to use 22 coal right now. My favorite place to store coal is actually in furnaces, since if you put stuff in, it'll just start smelting. There's no need to really keep track of your coal. You just leave it in there and use it when you need it. So now that I have some torches, I can go in that mine and place some torches down so we can actually see. And I'll actually do that down here and in the other place. And items do disappear after quite some time of being on the ground, like a couple minutes of real world time. So I'm just going to grab those saplings before they disappear. So I'll just place a couple of torches on the wall. Probably expand this out a bit. And this could even be a secret underground base at some point. Okay, my wooden pick is almost broken. Okay, there we go. Ah, cool, more coal. So you can see coal is actually pretty common. It's the most common thing you can find in mines other than dirt and stone. Alright, this is probably the end of this tutorial. I hope you've gleaned some new information about Minecraft from it. If you want anything particular to be covered in these tutorials, leave a comment or send me a private message, and I will be back pretty soon with another tutorial. This is probably from here on out just mostly going to be gameplay, and then I'll just cover everything when I get to it, but I'm not going to be showing anything really crazy in this series. Alright, rate, comment, subscribe, and remember to continue watching this series of Minecraft tutorials.